Hey friends, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm Leslie. I'm so glad you're here at my channel. I'd like to say welcome if you're new here. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so very much. I appreciate you so much. If you're an old subscriber, thank you. I love my loyal fans. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button, click that bell, select the word all, so you don't miss anything. And then also remember to like or to comment. I think there's an algorithm with YouTube as well that even if you select that word all and when you hit the bell, sometimes if you don't comment or like or something, then I get lost out of your algorithm. So be sure to comment or at least hit the thumbs up and like it. So today we have vanilla wafers, we have bananas. That can only mean one thing. A banana pudding is fixing to go down in here. So stay tuned. You're going to learn how to make a homemade banana pudding the easy way.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is...
Okay, so I'm promising you we are making a homemade from scratch, no jello pudding, banana pudding, and it is going to be so easy, it's going to blow your mind. Yes, it is. You can thank me later. I say that with all sincerity because I am still thanking the one who taught me this, and that is Tammy Nichols over at Color Valley Cooks. Easy way. You do it in the microwave and you can still say it's homemade from scratch. So let me grab all my ingredients. I'll meet you back right here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need is 5 eggs, and I am going to separate the eggs and the yellows, the yolks, and the whites. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so here we go. We're going to put the whites in here because we'll save that for the meringue, and we're going to put the yellows in here. All right, and I'll do a couple of these for you just to show you how I do it. That egg did not break very well, the first one. Either did that one. Here we go. There you go. And I just let the white drip out and then throw the yellow over here. And we're going to do this with 5 eggs. So I'll bring you back once I get those all done. So we're going to set the whites aside and we'll work on them later. Right now we're going to finish up our custard. To the eggs, we're going to add in 3 cups of water. 3 cups of water going in, and I like to whisk as I go just to be sure everything's getting beat up well. So give it a good whisk. All right, so to the egg and milk, we're going to add in 3/4 cup of sugar. 3/4 cup of sugar going in. All right, set that aside. And also to this, we're going to add, now I'm not a math whiz and I'm not a measurement whiz, so y'all just have to bear with me here. Hopefully in the description I'll put the right amount. But what I'm going in with is 1/3 cup of self-rising flour plus 1/2 cup. there we go. So 1/3 of a cup plus 1/2 of a cup. Whatever that is. I'm sure y'all already know. My brain's not working this morning. I probably am going to be like, when I figure it out, be like, duh. Like, I knew that, but anyway. I'll be sure to have the right amount down in the description. Okay, so I have whisked this up really good. So let me tell you where it's going now. We're not finished with it by any means, but it's going in the microwave for 3 minutes. And we're going to do it in 3-minute increments. When it begins to thicken, after each 3 minutes, first of all, after each 3 minutes, you're going to pull it out and you're going to whisk it really good. After it begins to slightly thicken, you might want to cut down on the 3 minutes and go to 1.5 minutes. And you're just going to get it until you get it a custard consistency. So you don't want it, I don't like it quite as thick as a pudding, but almost a pudding state, but not quite. So I'm going to get this in the microwave. I'll see you back in just a minute. Well, 3 minutes, but only a second for you. So while those 3 minutes are going, let's get our pan ready. Y'all, this is for my brother. He called and asked me to make him a banana pudding. So we will not be taste testing this, but I think I'm going to have enough stuff to make a little ramekin full for me and Bryant. We don't need a whole dessert, but we can definitely fix a little ramekin for us to share. And if you can get into vanilla wafers, that's better. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to put about half the bag down on the bottom. And I kind of like to turn them upward this way because I just feel like it's not as, it's more porous and will absorb I like a soft vanilla wafer. I don't like to crunch into a hard one. So, we're just going to lay these out. They don't have to be like little soldiers or anything, but we're going to lay them out the best we can. All right. This is looking delicious already. Just thinking about it. Oh, I love a vanilla wafer. Okay, so now we are ready. We'll do the bananas, but I want to wait to the last second to slice up bananas. So we're going to keep working on the custard. First 3 minutes is up, so let's take a look at it. You can see it's kind of getting a little thickness on the top, but the rest is pretty liquidy. So let's give it a stir. Very liquidy, so we're going to go back in for another 3 minutes, and we'll see you back. Every microwave is different, so let me just say it won't do me any good to tell you how long my microwave took, because this microwave cooks hotter than any microwave I've ever had. So you just have to go through it with just, once it starts to thicken, like the whole thing thicken just a little bit, you might want to cut your increments down to 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, because you just never know. You don't want it to get too thick. If it gets too thick, you can add a little milk. It's okay, but it's better just take it slow. This will probably, I'm assuming this is going to take me about 8 minutes, but we'll see. Okay, friends, can you see the difference that's happening? Can you see it's thickening up? Look. All right. Goodness, that is so close. Oh my goodness, it may have only taken me 6 minutes. Yeah, I'm not going any longer. This is the way I like it right here. Okay, so to this, that was only 6 minutes, and I told you my microwave is hot. So I'm just going to whisk it really, really, really good. Be sure there's no lumps in here. And so to this, I'm going to add in about 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter. We're going to mix that in. That's going to give it that good silky deliciousness. And we're going to go in with some vanilla. Oh my goodness, y'all. Y'all, that smell. This, here is you some vanilla pudding right here. Now you can make chocolate pudding this same way. You would just add in the cocoa, of course, in your dry ingredients to begin with. Oh my goodness, y'all. How easy was that? No standing over the stove. No having to keep stirring and worrying about scorching something. None of that. How easy was that? So thank you, Tammy, for teaching me that trick. So, anyway. All right, I just want to keep stirring it. So at this point, we need to work a little fast. Let me get my little ramekin ready with our little side dish that we're going to try. And then we'll get started on slicing up the bananas. Let's talk about bananas before we start slicing them. They turn brown. Bananas are easy to turn brown, and it comes from where the oxygen hits them. Now, I know you can take the seeds out of the center, and supposedly that is helpful in stopping the browning of the banana. To me, the jury's still out on that. Do I think it stops some of the browning? Well, yes, of course. But you're losing, to me, it's time consuming, and you're losing part of your banana. You're losing part of the flavor. And I have still seen browning even after taking the seeds out. So what I think works best, now they'll still turn brown, but it doesn't affect the taste. It doesn't make the banana bad. It's just not as pleasing to the eye. But one thing I have found that helps with that is if you completely cover it with the custard and work fast. Don't let much oxygen get to that banana. So as soon as you slice it, as soon as you peel it, and then as soon as you get it layered, cover that up with some of the custard and get it completely covered. Don't leave any little oxygen pockets. So I don't know that I have enough to make 2 ramekin for me and Bryant, but I started with 2, so we'll see if I'm going to have enough or not. But let me just tell you, I'm just going to slice the bananas, and we're going to cover these vanilla wafers, and then we're going to cover with some of the custard. I am going to let the custard cool just a little bit. Not a whole lot because it's going in the oven, but let's get started. These bananas aren't quite as ripe as I would like them to be, but it is what it is. And I don't have a uniform slice. As you can see, some are thin, some are thick. Let me do about another, maybe another one. Oops, don't want that string in there. All right, so let's go ahead and pour some of this custard on. We want to be sure we get all the bananas covered in custard. Okay, so now I'm going to take this spatula and be sure we are good and covered. All right, so now let's go in with the other half of the bag of vanilla wafers. And And I think I'm just gonna make a one layer for our ramekins. All right, here we go with more banana. And I may have to make another custard. Okay. Let's go in with some more custard. I tell you what, I'm gonna make another one for our taste test. I'll make a smaller batch. All right, let's spread this over all the bananas, being sure they're all covered. Being sure to get all the vanilla wafers, because you want them to get good and kind of soggy. I don't know many things I want soggy, but I do like my vanilla wafers soggy in a banana pudding. Okay, guys, I know that's not the prettiest thing, so let's start working on the meringue real quick, so we can get this in the oven before those bananas start turning. All right. All right, I'll meet you over at the mixer for the meringue. Okay, guys, we're over here. I've got my whisk attachment on my stand mixer. I'm going to lock it down and turn this on. I'm going to start kind of slow and slowly so I don't splatter myself, basically. And once it begins to get frothy, we're going to go in with 1/3 of a cup gradually with sugar. All right. I'm just very gradually putting this sugar in the eggs. Okay, I'm just going to turn it wide open and let it mix until it comes to stiff peaks. All right, let's see where we are. Maybe. Yep, I believe that's where I want it. It's okay. We will meet back at the banana pudding. So the trick with meringue is to be sure you have it all the way to the edges and it's like there's no gaps. So don't be stingy with your meringue. You really didn't need that many eggs in the custard, but I put that many just so I could have the whites to have enough meringue. So see where there's a gap there? I don't want a gap. I want to be sure it's completely to the edge of my pan. All right. And then we're going to make some little peaks on it. I'm going to save a little bit of that meringue for mine and Bryant's little taste tester. I'm going to take another scoop. Okay. All right. Sealing the edges, being sure I'm sealing all around. If not, it'll pull away. And it still may pull away some, and that's okay. And some people have had what they call weepy meringue. This helps with that too. Now, if I'd have had some cream of tartar, I would have put a little cream of tartar in my meringue, but I didn't. So I'm just going to take my spatula and kind of scoop up and give some peaks to it. You just want something on the, let me get a, well, nothing's really bringing these up to peaks good, is it? There we go. That's better. There we go. Look at there. You see what I'm doing? Bringing up peaks, and they'll, in the oven, they'll get kind of deliciously brown. I guess because I'm trying to save some, I'm not doing very good. Anyway, okay, so we're going to get this in a 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes until it starts to get brown on top. All right, guys, feast your eyes on that beauty. All right, y'all, here are my little ramekin banana puddings. I did make some more custard, so I had enough, and I just went ahead and made 4 little ramekins, and of course there is the big banana pudding. So we'll be taste testing in just a little while. I'm gonna cut the oven off. I just got it out, and oh, that's quiet. So anyway, aren't they cute? I did beat my meringues. I got sidetracked and I let them get too stiff. So that's why there's not really any pretty peaks on there, but it's okay. But this one's got some pretty peaks, and I can't wait to hear how he likes it. Hey y'all, guess what? Bryant's here. My brother's already come and picked up his banana pudding. Tell him what. Look, he's got a boo-boo. He's been working hard while I've been making banana puddings.
Been using my head.
Listen, yeah, literally. Something wouldn't move, so he moved it.
Out of the way. What you got?
Somebody mentioned, I posted that this video was coming up, and they were like, ooh, I don't like this stuff on top. And I'm not a meringue person either, but it's banana pudding.
I am.
He likes banana pudding. You can't make a banana pudding without putting meringue on it for everybody, unless your whole entire family doesn't like meringue. But just do as I'm not a meringue person either. Just do as I do, and you
Scoop around it.
dig in under it.
Push it back.
It's banana pudding. It's got to have meringue. Even I don't like meringue, but it's got to have meringue.
But it makes it pretty.
All right, so you take the first bite since you like meringue.
Yeah. Here we go, guys and gals.
That was the meringue I beat a little too hard, and it got it too stiff. Oh,
Look
oh
at
my.
that consistency right there.
Oh my.
Mom, you better wait in the car. That is doggone good.
Oh my goodness. It makes you fall in love with me all over again, don't it?
Paula who?
Paula.
Paula who?
She don't make real stuff.
I'm telling you, that is good. Man, that's good right there.
Mm-hmm.
People at church will love you if you take that right there.
Oh, yeah. You didn't answer my question.
Good and rich. What?
It makes you fall in love with me all over again,
Oh,
don't
honey,
it?
I never fell out of love with you. Yep. How do you like the little cute little ramekins?
Wasn't that sweet?
Yeah. What sweet?
I did individual ones.
Little bitty ramekins.
That's good. Good stuff. I thought he was going to give me another bite.
All right, guys. That is a got to try. You got to make that right there.
So easy.
So easy.
No
Good
cooking
thing.
it on the stove,
Where'd you cook it?
but it's still homemade
Where'd you cook that?
from scratch in the microwave.
Can't talk with your mouth full.
I made it in the microwave.
Oh, that is cool. So give it a try. Share the video. Southern
Banana
banana
pudding
pudding at its best right there.
with homemade everything except cookies. I mean, and I didn't hand make the bananas. God made the bananas.
Did you try,
Misco made the cookies.
did you try the minis?
The little ones have the minis. I did the full size in
The big one?
my brother's,
I like the minis.
and I did the minis in these. So, yeah. So,
Because you don't get too much cookie at one time.
my brother was over here, and he said the reason he asked me to make it is because he hates standing over the stove and stirring it. And I said, I didn't stand over the stove and stir it. I said, you can make it in the microwave. He said, sometimes it even sticks at the bottom and scorches. I'm like, I know. But you do away with any of that when you do it in the microwave. So, yeah, I told you you'd thank me later because I'm still thanking Tammy who taught me how. So, make you some banana pudding. There's no excuses anymore. If you don't like the Jell-O and you like the homemade custard, here you go. And you can do it in the microwave. So, this stuff is good. So thank you guys so much for watching The Farming Pastor's Wife. Remember, the grease is hot enough. You can fry anything. Bye, y'all.